Hello, welcome everyone to our talk, which is going to give an overview of our student-staff partnership scheme focused on co-creating a decolonised statistics curriculum. I'm Dr. Donald Reid. I am a lecturer in the College of Medical, Veterinary and Life Sciences here at the university. And this project has had two student members part of it, and that's Nicole and Xiangge, who are also going to be talking today. So why decolonising the statistics curriculum project? Well, our students have probably heard about decolonising the curriculum from two places. One, it's part of the university's learning and teaching strategy. So they probably heard some mention of it through their studies. The other area where they're likely to have heard about it is in the media, which paints a kind of conflicting view about whether it's a worthwhile endeavour or not. I hope by the end of today's talk and the other talks you listen to will make it clear that it is a worthwhile endeavour. And as we are looking at developing, reviewing and revising the curriculum, it's really important to include student partners in that. That's what we've done in this project. The learners, is their curriculum as well as us, as the educators. It is a two-way process, and their feedback and contributions are key in developing it properly. Specifically for us and the areas I teach in the university, it's a key skill for biologists to be able to collect, analyse and critique data. It's something they're going to be doing on a routine basis. They need to be able to do it. It's also key in many other disciplines across the university. And the hope is by focusing on this area specifically, enhancing it with looking at decolonising the curriculum, is it might help identify and address issues of Eurocentrism, potential bias in data, power dynamics, and potential discrimination as well. So a quick overview of what we did. This project is still ongoing, but we do have a fair bit to present to you today. So where we started was a review of the literature and other online resources, because not everything that's valuable and useful is exclusive to the peer-reviewed publications. Specifically, we looked at areas focusing on math, statistics, the biosciences in terms of decolonising the curriculum, and also curriculum review and co-creation. We discussed the current provision within our statistics teaching in the college in relation to decolonising the curriculum, which was really fruitful. And from that, we developed a feedback survey, which we gave to students, final year students who maybe have a unique perspective of looking back over the majority of their degree and giving some valuable insight. And all of this was combined together to inform our approach to decolonising the curriculum, specifically creating a guide and toolkit for ourselves of how to proceed, which hopefully will be useful for others, maybe as a starting point or maybe as a bit of inspiration. I'm going to pass you on now to Nicole, who's going to give an overview of the themes arising from our review.
So we did an analysis of some of the literature surrounding curriculum decolonisation and put together a list of common themes. There's acknowledgement, which is credit given to people who are not acknowledged in the past. This can include adding context to content taught in lectures. There's also collaboration, since without the help of numerous students and staff members, meaningful conclusions cannot be reached and tangible changes are not seen. Our main theme is diversity. A high amount of diversity of students and staff is important, and diversity of the students in the study helps to get a broader understanding of issues within the curriculum. Diversity of staff helps students feel more comfortable expressing their opinions on sensitive matters and feel more represented. There's also awareness, being aware of our own biases and the fact that decolonisation of the curriculum can mean different things and take on different forms. It's important to be aware of Eurocentrism that may be present in learning materials or data. And another issue brought up is the importance of signposting, making sure that the students are aware of exactly what we're doing and why we might be making changes to the curriculum. Another theme is critique or challenge. It's important for both students and staff to challenge any information that's presented to them. And this could be in the curriculum, data sets, data collection, assumptions, or historicity. And I'd like to pass it on to my colleague, Xiangge.
I'm going to talk about student feedback. This feedback is based on the value from average students, and there's a range of students' view. Majority of students think it's important to consider decolonizing the curriculum. More than half students think it makes a difference to their studies to think about decolonizing curriculum. The percentage of students understand the phrase only slightly more than half. Majority think the current statistic curriculum is consistent with the concept of decolonizing curriculum. Over half students think assessing about decolonized curriculum will be helpful for them to understand this topic.
Further to that, the student feedback included the importance of signposting. So where content was revised or integrated to be clear why that was being done as a reference point. Students said that they wanted material integrated across multiple areas of their course. So every student indicated at least 2 of these or more podcasts, lectures, videos, data sets, reading lists, Moodle resources. They want it integrated thoroughly. Just over half of our students said they had some experience of decolonizing the curriculum content, and about a third gave examples specifically around highlighting Eurocentrism and the history of statistics, which again is maybe lower than I would have expected because some of this material is integrated into their course, but that probably highlights the importance of for us as staff and educators to consider how we signpost these materials. Another issue that arose, which is quite interesting, was the misunderstanding that decolonizing the curriculum implied the necessity of removing material or limiting or banning material, where it's perhaps much more true the opposite, that it's much more about including and acknowledging. I'm going to pass you back to the students now to get their insight and experience on this project.
Decolonising the curriculum is a topic that I've been interested in for a long time, and it's been great to see more and more institutions around the world take serious steps to challenge the way that subjects are taught or get students involved in their own learning. I really enjoyed doing more research, and as I was analysing the literature, I realised that my own understanding of the concept wasn't very comprehensive. For example, I hadn't even considered the difficulties in attempts to decolonise the curriculum in STEM until I saw the lack of research done. A lot of research focuses on the social sciences and humanities, which are important parts of the movement, but it's interesting as a life sciences student to see how my own learning could be viewed through a more diverse lens. The papers that I did see about STEM mentioned how the sciences are often seen as completely objective and above all this. But I think that there's always room to look at the way that a curriculum is taught and reflect on how it could be made more inclusive. This was my first time in a student-staff partnership, and when I applied, I wasn't exactly sure what that meant. It might be useful for future students to have a page that explains the concept and expectations and refers to talks like this one where students explain the experience. It'd be great for further students to get their contracts early in the academic year. We got ours in November, and I think if we started earlier in semester 1, it would have been easier not only for us working on the project, but also to get more engagement from other students giving their opinions. So that in semester 2, when things get a lot busier, the only thing left is to collate results and work on data analysis. The project isn't over and there's still more to be done, but overall I really enjoy working on it and would be very open to doing another student-staff partnership in the future.
The experience that I gained from the student-staff partnership is there's improvement and ability and confidence. Before working on this project, I struggled with social anxiety, which made me hesitate to approach people or present my ideas to others. Since I started working on this project, I've learned how to voice my thoughts in a group setting. And I also like to thank you, Dr. Reid and Nicole, for patiently considering my point of view. And closure working with staff. Before being involved in this project, personally, I feel like students will tend to look up to their lecturer or professors. but in student-staff partnership can make us a team, and I feel equal in the team rather than being told to do something. And I also get skewed to support employee ability. As a year 4 students, the next step after university for me is find a job. Working for this project made me adopt the method of the future working pattern. And I believe it's important for me to participate in this project as a student from minority group. In addition to being able to speak up for my own and let university know what we need from curriculum, rather than staying with teaching lessons based on Eurocentrism, it can also help me understand better the idea of decolonising the curriculum. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We're happy to take any questions.